Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, dear students, and welcome to our science class. So, today is Wednesday, and the date is the 3rd of November 2021. We are learning about what? Who can tell me? Yesterday, we were talking about two things, very important. What are they?
We was talking about the
Weathering and erosion. Bravo. Who remembers what are the key words for weathering and erosion? Weathering is what? Erosion is what? If I told you that the hammer and
take the rocks.
cleaner. So weathering will be
That's the cleaner rocks, and the water will be gonna break the rock.
Again, weathering is what?
Weathering is broken.
Breaking. Excellent, yeah, Ahmed. Breaking the rocks, and erosion is?
Erosion is air.
Cleaning.
They push the rocks in another place.
Excellent.
Cleaning rocks.
So erosion means to move away these pieces of rock. Weathering is to break them down into smaller pieces. Erosion is erode them. We need to use the word erode. So the wave erodes the rocks and soil. Not only rocks, boys, also soil can be moved away from one place to another. And this is what we are going to talk about. Today, we will see how a river can erode, take away the rocks and soil. When the river take away the soil, what happens? Look at the picture over here. This is the tree. Can you see the tree? What else you can see? What else you can see? Huh, Habibi?
I cannot see anything because my net is not good.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing and I will share again. Now, can you see my screen?
But my net is not good, so I still just see loading because my net is not good.
It's fine, ya Habibi. How about you open your book to page 220 and 221?
Okay.
When you open it, tell me, what do you see? Only a tree part? Or what else?
Okay.
Or, sorry, tell me
now
the
it. The sound is going. Miss, I can't hear you. Yes, me too. I cannot hear the miss right now. Miss?
Yes?
We wouldn't hear you well before.
Okay.
Now we can hear you.
All right. Now, is it good?
Yes, but now it's gone.
Habibi, I can see a tree. What part do you can see over here? There is something very important and it looks very not cool at all. Huh? What do you see over here?
The river. The tree is something like the roots of the tree.
Yes, the roots of the tree. What happened here? What do you think happened here?
The tree, from the weather broke the trees, and then from the
You are almost there. You are almost there. Weathering and erosion happened here. Yes, weathering and erosion. Yes.
Weathering that broke the rocks, and erosion that moved the rocks and trees and everything.
Only rocks or soil too?
No.
Soil too.
Even soil.
It's moved away from here. And what happened? The roots came out. Can you see the roots came out?
Yes.
When the roots
All the roof came out from the
are the
weathering and
parts who
Yes, it came out from the weather.
not weathering
Yes,
only, erosion,
no
because
erosion.
yes,
Erosion.
because erosion moving away the soil. Erosion, water moved the
Moving
soil away.
away
When erosion moved
in
the soil away, ya Ahmed, what happened? The roots came out. When the roots came out, what do you think will happen to this tree?
the tree will melt.
Will fall down. Yes,
Will
the
fall. I
tree
mean,
will fall
will fall.
down. Yes, that's
Will
right.
fall
Miss
from
like
the from.
the Miss like
Yeah,
the
but how is it gonna melt? أفهم أنت بس
Yes, he means
بدنا
that
طيح أنت
it will
تاني.
fall down. Yes, that's right. It will fall down and sink in the river, maybe. This is what he means. Yeah,
Miss fall
Abdulillah.
down like the mountains.
Yes, like mountains. All right. So as the river flow, can you see the arrow down here, the blue arrow? So the river can flow this way. All right. When the river flow in this way, it will carry soil downstream with it. Then it will leave this plant with no soil, no enough soil to hang on with the tree, so the tree may fall down soon. Okay, so erosion can be very, very bad, but let me tell you something. When water takes away the soil and move it, it will take it to another way. Is that right? It will take it to another place. Is that right? When soil
Right,
moved
Right.
into another place, what happens?
right.
It will form a new land. Let me put it for you. When it form new land, okay, this land, this land will be full
Let's
of
open the
soil.
page.
Yes, you can open the
No.
page 221,
Miss,
please. Yes, yes,
Miss,
open
I opened the page
221.
from 24 hours.
All right, Habibi. When soil is moved over here, okay, when the water erode, see what I did here? Erode the soil and move it to another place, it will be right there and it will form a new land, and this what we call it delta. So this is a delta. A delta is when the river flow and then the river will meet the ocean. Can you see the ocean down here? You know, boys, that rivers meet oceans. Do you know that or not? Today, you know.
I know that.
Yes, very good. So rivers, they meet ocean. When river meets the ocean, they will erode some soil with them. But before hitting the ocean, soil will land over here. When they land over here with sediments, you know what are sediments? Sediments are small pieces of rocks putting up together. When they are putting up together, they form a land. So this land is full of rocks and soil. When it's full of rocks and soil, it is very, very good for planting new trees and plants. So, how a delta forms? First of all, number one, the river meets the ocean. This is number one. When the river meets the ocean, it carries with it what? Soil and pieces of rocks. When it carries soil and pieces of rocks, they will land where? On a new land. And what do they form? They form a delta. Do you understand with me? Is it clear,
Yes.
boys? Okay. I'm gonna just pause the recording, show you how delta are formed, okay, from erosion, and then we will back to the book. All right, Habibi? We will be back to the book. So let's watch the video together.
It's real or no? This is real.
A model is like a real thing. I'm gonna show you a real video after we finish explaining.
What?
Number one, what happens? River goes all the way from here and it will meet what? It will meet the ocean. While river is moving, it carries with it what? It
Miss,
erodes with
why
it.
the river is the color of it silver?
It's not silver because it's mixed with the sand. That's why you can see it not really clear
Miss, this
blue.
is a real. This is a
Erosion.
real.
Erosion.
Excellent. Erosion happens. When erosion happens, it take away or move away soil and rocks with it. When it moves away soil and rocks with it, what happened over here in the circle? Rocks
Miss,
will
you
be
want to see
sediment.
another video
Yes.
like this?
Rocks will depossessed from its place and it will gather over here. When it gather over here, sediments will gather together and they will form new land. When they form new land, we call this land, we call it a delta. I'm going to show you another video for you so you can understand more.
Yes, we
What is a
want
delta.
another video.
Yes,
We want another video.
yes, I am going to put for
He's
you
gonna
another
put
one.
another video at the
Let's listen
Aziz.
to the real one.
Returning to work.
We want
With ClickUp, our
I need to pause recording before showing you. Just a second. Okay, Habibi, as we saw in the
Let's put
video.
another video.
Sorry? Hi, Abdulaziz.
Want another video?
After we finish explaining, yes, I can put another video for you. Now listen to me, Habibi. Over here, the river, we know that the river flows very fast. When it flows very fast, it carries with it small sediments and soil, and this we call erosion. So the river erode the soil and small rocks. When it reaches the ocean, when it meets the ocean, it will slow down. As it slows down, it becomes upon each other and create new lands or new areas. When it slows down and it puts together the rocks and sediments that it carried, also the soil, it created new lands, and these new lands we call them delta. So when I ask you when delta happens, you should tell me that when the river slows down to meet the ocean, this happens, delta happens. Because of what? The depossession of rocks. Because rocks changes the possession from along the river to the entry of the ocean. Do you understand with me? Do you understand with me? Habibi. Do you
Yes, we
understand?
understand.
Okay, very good. So this is the river down here floating. When the river runs away, so what happens? Carries with it these small pieces of rocks. And when it meets the ocean, it must slow down. When it slows down to meet the ocean, sediments and rock, they will be upon each other together. They will be put together to form this area. This area will be full of soil, and this soil is very good to grow new plants. So this is what happens. Delta happens when erosion erode the soil and rocks from down the river. All right? Now let's open up the book together, okay? And see another example, or the example we were talking about over here. When the river flows down, it carry with it what? Soil. And the soil, when it's out from down there, roots will come out and soon trees can come off. Why? Because if the soil is not there, the root will hang with nothing. So they cannot support the tree. Okay? When soil are moved away down the stream, they will meet the ocean. When they meet the ocean, the river will slow down, the rocks will be formed in this area, putting up together with the soil. When they put up together with the soil, rocks and soil up together in the entry of the ocean, what happens? Delta happens. So let's open together to
Can I
page.
go bathroom?
Yes, let's open to page 221 together, and let's try to do it. Let's solve this one together. Can you open the book, Habibi? Now, who wants to start with me? Let's try to do number 1. Huh. Hi, Abdulaziz. Can you try to do number 1 with me? Now, moving water carries rocks and what down the stream? Look at your book and tell
Rocks
me.
and water.
Okay, the water is going to carry rocks and something. Rocks and what?
And river.
Rocks and what keeps the root out? Rocks and
Rocks and
how the roots are out? Because the water took away what?
take away. Forget his name.
Huh.
Roots.
Okay, how the roots are out? Because the water took away what? The roots did what? So
Yes, I forgot his name.
it's here. It's here.
Anna.
So
Yes, soil.
yes. So soil. So moving.
I forget his name.
Yes. So moving water will carry out what? Rocks
And soil.
excellent soil. Very good. Number 2. يا عبد الإله البادي.
Yes, miss.
Growing something along the river banks may become loose. Growing what? Huh? What is going to become loose and it may fall down soon over here? All the what are growing near the river bank? Huh? What grows
Trees.
over here? Trees or what?
Or roots.
Or plants. Excellent. Growing plants. All the plants who live over here near the river, they will become very loose. What do I mean by loose? Loose, that means they can fall easily anytime. So plants or trees. Now, the tree, which part of the tree may be uncovered?
to the bathroom.
Yes. Which part of the tree can be uncovered, causing the tree to fall? Huh? Which part of the tree? If the soil is moved away, okay? Soil now is moved away. So which part of the tree will be uncovered without soil? Which
The wood.
Yes, excellent, ya Hamza. The roots.
Yes.
Excellent. Roots. And it will cause the tree to fall down. Then finally, the rocks and soil may be possessed. That means they change their position. They will form what when they change their position? They will form the
Erosion.
delta. That what was we talking about today. So when the rocks and soil are moved from their position from one place to another in the entry of the ocean, they will form what? Delta. Again, how delta is forming?
Delta.
Yes, ya Abdulaziz. How delta is forming when the rocks and soil are changing the position.
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. All right, Habibi, do you have any question?
No.
Are you sure?
Miss, can we do another page?
You want to write?
Yeah,
Yes,
I want to write.
another page. We want another page.
I'm very sorry, but our time is up. We can
Yeah,
do it
done.
Sunday,
Okay, yes, we
inshallah.
want to see a video. We want to see